Hello, and welcome back to Strange Life, the podcast about identity, culture, and human psychology from the inside and out. My name is Daisy Onobogu, and today we're talking Christian upbringing. So, religious deconstruction is all the rage these days, you might have noticed. And as with most things apparently blowing up now, I don't think it's a matter of more people than ever experiencing the thing, like in this case, falling out of faith with whatever they were raised on. I think it's just more globally accessible discussion about that thing, about that experience in real time. In any case, it's all very interesting. And if you peruse these stories and journeys and videos, you'll notice that paradoxically, while each specific one is unique to its own factors and circumstances, yet at the same time, the whole set is also somehow the same thing over and over again. There's a theme. Some people lose their faith slowly, some lose it all at once in a moment of profound existential betrayal, and some, like me for instance, lose it in early childhood, then spend decades building a life around the gaping absence, and then only return to those old, well, just how did this all come to be questions when that pesky coming of age hero's journey enters the unavoidable ego death chapter. This season 2 opening episode is about that long arc, early biblical literacy, early heartbreak, neurodivergence, trauma, philosophy, psychology, science in general, really. It's about what it actually means to grow up with faith, at least as an autistic child, and how one can indeed live well without faith or religion. And finally, the extremely ironic turn of circling back to my old theological questions on accident via the slippery slope gateway drug that is the study of metaphysics. Let's talk about it. My Christian upbringing was perhaps the best and worst thing that ever happened to me. I met the Bible before I met most people. It was one of two books alongside the dictionary that I used to teach myself to read at the age of 2. The Bible was described to me as a summary explanation of everything I needed to know about life, which means that long before I had any coherent sense of the world, I already believed that meaning lived inside texts, this one in particular, that if something confused me, the answer existed somewhere in the pages. That life, while monstrously confusing so far, was a system I could eventually understand through careful reading and comprehension. And besides all my reading, growing up with a pastor mother in the super religious contexts of, actual Nigeria and then the Nigerian diaspora in Ireland, faith wasn't treated like background scenery. It was the air we breathed.